Hi, friends. I hope you're doing well. Congratulations on making it this far in the reset. And listen, if you have fallen off a little bit, this is your friendly reminder that you are doing better by doing something than by doing nothing at all. So, for myself personally, I had an amazing start to the reset. The first 4 weeks went so smoothly, and then I got sick and I had injuries like to my body, and it was my birthday, and so I overindulged kind of a lot. And so this week is just talking to you about consistency strategies, about what happens when maybe you feel a little bit derailed or discouraged, what you can do. To just keep on keeping on and knowing that everything that you're doing is for the benefit of your body. And so even though it's not perfect, it's progress, right? So progress over perfection. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. And then we're just going to talk a little bit about customizing your cleanse, which also goes hand in hand with this idea of, giving yourself grace, showing up the best you can, but acknowledging that sometimes life just takes you in a different direction. So remember that, yes, this is a health journey, but that you still want to enjoy life and find ways to find some balance. I feel pretty passionately. I know I'm like this. Like I feel like it's an all or nothing, then I tend to do well for a very limited amount of time, and then I fall off the wagon, and then it's nothing. So you want to think about the 80-20 rule, right? Staying consistent about 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time being able to enjoy. Same with the supplements. Like, I'm pretty darn good, but there are often a week that I will forget at least once. And if I remember in the day, I'll still take it midday. Done is better than none. But at the same time, it's like, okay, I forgot a day, jump back on tomorrow. I do feel like strong routines are really helpful. My morning routine is really strong. I've also learned that I don't do well with an afternoon evening routine as much. And so I try to do as much as possible in the morning. If you are traveling, this is also an area. I went camping. This is what derailed me kind of a lot, was I went camping and I forgot my travel kit. So for 4 nights, I did not have any of my supplements. Luckily in my car, I keep a couple of satchels of like VMG and collagen, but I was missing like my Revitazine, my PB Restore. But prepping a travel kit, having a travel kit, I'm about to embark on about 2 weeks of travel. And so I'm working on my travel kit now to just make sure that I have everything that I need to go. Let's see. On my list next has to do with like alcohol. Definitely in the last 2 weeks, I've celebrated my birthday and had a little more than I normally do, because I don't drink that much alcohol. But just remember, you want to bring more balance back into your life. After indulging in those kinds of libations, it's really great to drink lots of water and then get right back on your supplement and cleansing routine. I was luckily still taking all my supplements, but like our Revitazine is really helpful for that gentle detox of our colon, our liver, our kidneys. So keep on with that. And then don't forget to lean into us, into this community. There are other people that are on the same path and journey as you. And so we have our Facebook group where you can post in the group when you're struggling. You want to share your wins so that you can inspire others. Have an accountability buddy, that you can kind of help to check in with. Remember, we're all navigating this together, and I just want you to be happy and celebrate what you have accomplished versus focusing too much on what you feel like maybe you haven't. So for the second part of this call this week, just want to talk a little bit about customizing your cleanse and the beauty of bioavailability. Remember, all of our bodies are so different, and what you need might be different from what I need. You want to listen to your body. You want to adjust accordingly. So I really got derailed in this phase 2, and I've had like days of consistency, but not like continuous consistency. But one thing that I have noticed very consistently is that GX Assist makes me go several times in a day, which is amazing. And I think what it's supposed to be doing. However, I need to listen to my body, because if I'm in situations where going multiple times a day is not ideal, I am not going to be indulging in the GX Assist. Like, for instance, when I start flying on an airplane, or maybe like even when I'm at a Disneyland park, right? But I am going to pack a lot of extra Terrazyme. Try to follow the 80-20 rule, although it'll probably be more like, 70-30, 60-40. Some common customizations. If you're feeling sluggish or constipated, increase your water intake. Add extra fiber. So we have our fiber, but again, that Terrazyme, the PB Assist, I will definitely be upping those on my travels. You can consider additional GX Assist or DDR Prime. Like I just mentioned, that GX Assist definitely does it for me. So if you are constipated, that is a supplement that you might want to consider. And then even just like fast 10-minute walks can be really helpful when dealing with that, feelings of fatigue or constipation. If your detox symptoms are really intense, slow down. You don't have to do everything at once. Increase your water and your electrolytes. I've been really diligent this phase, in phase 2, of making sure that I take my electrolytes. And I am done is better than none. So I am just doing my VMG, my collagen, and my electrolytes all in one drink in the morning. You can take Epsom salt bath. Castor oil packs are amazing. I got to be honest, that's one detox pathway that I have just for whatever reason not really leaned into enough. And so I really want to do that. If you're not seeing the results that you want, you want to think about how consistent you are. Be okay with making mistakes and falling off, but also be realistic about what you're putting in is what you're going to get out of this entire experience. Are you drinking enough water? How's your sleep? Checking your diet. Are you eating a lot of inflammatory foods? Because if you are, that's going to be counterproductive to what we're trying to do in our bodies, right? And then give it time. Everyone's timeline is different. How we all go through this process is different. So be patient with yourself and be patient with the process. If you need more support in specific areas, so for instance, digestion, you're going to want to lean into Terrazyme. You're going to want to lean into Digest Zen. If you're having issues with sleep, you're going to want to lean into the Serenity Sleep System, maybe lavender, adaptive, maybe even some copaiba. If you're having energy crashes and you're feeling like you're not having sustained energy throughout the day, add in that Mito 2 Max, right? Find additional sources of B vitamins. If you're dealing with hormonal changes, phytoestrogen complex, Claricalm essential oil blend, amazing for supporting healthy hormones. Geranium as well. If you're experiencing a lot of stress, copaiba, frankincense are heavy hitter nervous support system oils, adaptive, balance, lean into the emotional oils, right? Other additional tools that you can choose to add. Again, these are just ideas. Don't get overwhelmed feeling like you need to do all of them. Dry brushing for lymphatic support. Tongue scraping for oral detox. Infrared sauna if available. I don't have an infrared sauna. I wish I did. But I do have a portable red light that I am absolutely obsessed with, a Loombox. And so I really highly recommend getting your 10 minutes a day of that. Lymphatic movement. Food elimination too, if you're struggling. I'm going to tell you guys a dirty little secret that I don't really want to tell anybody. I'm starting to think that I'm pretty lactose intolerant, or that as I'm aging, my body's ability to handle lactose is just diminishing, because I am pretty darn gassy when I eat too much dairy. So this is definitely something that I think I need to pursue. I just don't want to pursue it currently. But So I just, as we continue on this journey, just be super proud of yourself and how far you've come. Don't get down on yourself if you're not at the exact phase that you or stage or results that you want to. But also lean into this community of support. Be reflective on your journey, what's working well, what needs adjustments, how are you feeling when you're using certain products. Yeah. And so just to wrap it all up, you have come so far. We have come so far. So don't let anything that gets in your way, birthdays, illness, camping, sickness, I already said that, injury, these are all me. These are all me. Don't let that undo the progress that you've made. Let it just be part of your journey. Just stay committed to the process. You're not alone in this. We have got you. We have got each other. And we're just super grateful that you're here. So I'm about 2 weeks behind everybody else, and that's okay. I'm going to keep on keeping on with phase 2. And then when I know that my body is ready for phase 3, I will move into phase 3. If you have any questions, please be sure to reach out to any of us. But more than likely, you're going to reach out to the person who introduced you to doTERRA, who introduced you to this reset. But just know that wherever you're at is perfectly perfect. And we just don't want you to stop. Let's keep on keeping on and finish this reset journey strong. Have a great day. Bye.